Hey, what's up everyone? I'm Colby from Sanitarium Productions. We're back again with another G.I. Joe action figure review. Today is a little bit different than usual. So I got the entire stack of the figure subscription service Wave 8 from the G.I. Joe Club. They're all sitting here in front of me. And I haven't really paid much attention to actually which figures are where. So I thought this would be a good opportunity just to unbox them from the actual mailing packages and just kind of see what we got in this Wave 8. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Think of this as a preview video for the actual in-depth reviews that will be coming later. But we're just going to go ahead and open up this entire stack of figure subscription service Wave 8. As you can see, we've got, well, I guess you can see here. So there are they come in packs of 2 is essentially what it comes down to. So we've got 3 stacks of them right here. So that's 6 figures. And then we've got 4 right here. The difference is that they include, if you actually subscribe to the service itself, they include a bonus 13th figure that ships out separately. And so we get 6 double packages and 1 single package. So that's kind of why it's a bit of an oddball stack. But we're just going to go from the beginning. I'm going to set these to the side right here. And we're just going to go through these one by one and just see what figures are in each of these here. So we're going to start out here with month 1-1A-1B. So this was the January shipment, I guess you could say. Although in Wave 8 here, they staggered it a little bit and sent a couple of them a couple of weeks apart. So it's not an actual full year, since this was the last of the figure subscription services that they're going to be offering. Yeah, whatever. We're not going to get into the reasons behind any of that right now. We're mainly just going to look at the figures here. So anyways, the first package here, I did black out my address here, but you can kind of see how all these kind of look. You get an invoice in there that has the G.I. Joe Figure Subscription Service Collectors Club 8.0. And the month is listed here on the side. The rest of it's just a regular brown mailer. So, got a piece of tape here up at the top. So let's just cut the tape off of this guy. They actually do a really good job with the mailing on these things. So you, most of the time, aren't going to get damaged stuff from them. But, you know, the mail is still always a little bit of a crapshoot, but they do a good job of packaging this stuff here. So reach in here and kind of grab a hold of this, and this little thingy pops out, and pop these little sliders off. And if you can see in here, there's these little 2 tabby things here. You can kind of press down on them to get your fingers to hook in there. Like so, and then you pull that out, and then you actually have access to the figures inside. So it's a bit of a chore, but still a pretty cool little system here. So let's just grab the figures and pull one out. So the first one we have is Clutch, and we'll just go ahead and pull the other one out here and then look at the 2 figures. The next figure is the Red Shadows Red Laser. Very cool looking. And that's all that's in the actual package here, so we can toss that to the side now and not worry about it. But those are the first 2 figures, and we've got a little ladybug here coming back to get in the nice sunny air that we've got out here today. Clutch and Red Laser. So the other thing I will point out, since I have kind of been following along with what's going on with the actual club itself, the Red Laser has this cool looking flag here for the Red Shadows, and they had originally intended to have a base included here, the figure stand with the flagpole attachment, but for whatever reasons that didn't get packaged, so they actually sent that out separately. So yeah, it's one of those things that as a collector you may want to look out for. If you're getting a carded version of this, you'll also probably want to go ahead and try to find someone who actually has that red laser base with the flagpole. So anyways, that is Wave 8 1 and 2. Pretty nice looking. And I'm just gonna, I guess, just stack these things and slide them over to the side here, and let's go to number 2 here. So month 2, A and B. This is kind of exciting. I did pay attention at the time when they announced everything of what the figures were, but I kind of forgot. So this is kind of fun for me because it's kind of like a blind box opening here. So it's cool. Let's see what we're going to get out of this one. The actual packaging is not as much fun when you're trying to get into it in anticipation, but it's nice to kind of keep things from getting damaged anyway. So alright, let's see what we've got here. First figure out of the gate. Nice. Captain Gridiron. Figure from the early 90s. So nice, I like that. And our second figure in the second drop, as they call it, is Bulletproof. Very cool looking. Again, we'll toss the package into the side with the rest of these. You get these two awesome figures here. Bulletproof was from the Drug Enforcement. What is it? DEC? I don't remember what the C was stand for, but Drug Enforcement Battle Corps is what it says. So, anyways, Battle Corps and Captain Gridiron. So, Bulletproof. Sorry. Pretty nice though. I definitely am interested in this Captain Gridiron figure. The Bulletproof one, he's never been real big on my radar, so. But he's a cool looking figure, and again, we will get to these in an actual individual review, so be looking for those. But there you go. There's the drop 2. Drop 3. Dun, 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 dun. I should put some music on to play while y'all are waiting for me to unbox these things, shouldn't I? Maybe I'll do that in post. The problem is if you play it, it's kind of hard to use that to actually get a good reading on the noise levels. So when you're taking out noise in post, background music tends to mess with that algorithm. So, all right, let's see what we got here. Number 3, dun, 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 dun. Lieutenant Claymore. Very cool. And our second figure, Fast Draw. I always loved this guy. Lieutenant Claymore, I'm really not all that familiar with. I know they had a version of him from the original vintage release of the Mission Brazil set, but I'm not sure about the new updated version of him. He's a Cobra Shock Troops commander. Interesting. And then the one I was really looking forward to was this cool Fast Draw figure. They are doing a really good job of reusing parts in a lot of these releases, so there's a lot of extra stuff in here. So I can see the backpack is off of that crazy Duke figure with the cool rocket launcher stuff from the Pursuit of Cobra line. But they've done a really good job of capturing the feel of that original vintage version of Fast Draw here. So that's a really awesome one. I'm really excited about that one. So, all right, there's those two. We'll go on to drop 4. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. There's probably a more economical way of doing this, but as in terms of opening the package speedily for y'all, but I don't know what it is, so this is just what I'm doing. I guess I should mention that these inner packages do actually slide out of the outer box. So we'll just do that one here so you can kind of see here. Then when you do that, you can just drop these guys out, but we're going to do them one at a time. Alright, first one. Overkill, the Cobra Bat Leader. This one was a pretty cool one. He got a lot of attention in the G.I. Joe versus Cobra, Valor versus Venom iteration of the Joe figures, so that's a cool one. I liked what I'm seeing here. Some cool Cobra claw thingy things, so that's pretty cool. And then the last figure in this drop, Recoil. This is a cool figure from the late 90s. He had some really crazy weapons, which it looks like they've replicated here pretty well. This crazy dual pistol thingy. I don't know what you even call it, but anyways, it's a cool looking weapon here. Yeah, this is a cool looking figure here. I will note that the card here is a little bit dinged up here on the bottom, and the corner here is a little bit dinged up as well. So you're not always going to get 100% mint figures on cards from this particular thing. It's really hard to control that kind of thing. The little corner up here on the tab holder is a little bit bent as well. So just be aware that's kind of normal for these kinds of figures. Not really a whole lot you can do about it. So if you are a mint on card collector, just be aware of that, because you are going to have to figure out how to judge the cards like that. So if you're pulling them out blindly, you have no control over that whatsoever. But if you're picking them up in the aftermarket, you have a little bit better opportunities to make sure that you have minty mint cards. Like this one's got a little bit of a ding up here at the top as well. A little bit of curling on the edge. It's pretty straightforward, pretty standard for these things. So I'm going to end up opening these things, so I don't really care. But I know some of y'all out there are very interested in keeping things mint and, you know, as close to like that C10 as you can get, which is kind of really hard to do. But so just be aware. Alright, we'll pop this guy open. This is drop 5. I'm not going to pull the mailer out of this one. It was just fun to show y'all that you could. And this one is first one up, Munitia, Cobra Mercenary. Very cool. I think we saw this figure as it was part of the direct-to-consumer line originally. I don't think we saw a vintage version of this anywhere. Correct me if I'm mistaken on that, but the first time I remember seeing the character was in that direct-to-consumer line from the mid-2000s, 2006, if that's my memory serves. And look here, we've got Payload. Payload! This guy looks really awesome. So Payload was the Defiant shuttle pilot. He actually came in 2 different versions. So they actually released Payload as the driver of the Crusader space shuttle as well, in a slightly different color scheme. But this orange one was the one he came with originally with the Defiant. So this is really cool, and he's got an awesome looking harness here. That thing is pretty badass. Back of the card here shows a really weird looking spacesuit close up. So yeah, I don't know about that, but anyways, this is a really cool figure. I'm very excited about this one. Alright, there's those two. Sorry, I don't know, did I say that or not? The Crusader version of Payload was in a yellow color, not the orange color. So, anyways, either one. Okay, here is essentially the last drop, which was 6. They did this one a little bit different here. Normally, in all the rest of these we've seen, it's been 6A, 5A, 5B, 4A, 4B. For whatever reason, they bundled this together as 2 packages taped together. And it's 6A and 6C, which was the 6C is technically supposed to be the bonus figure, 13th. And then the 6B is the second figure package here. So I've already cut the tape on these two, but I just wanted to kind of explain that to y'all. So this one is 6B. They did come as one single taped together package, so I just cut the little bit off right there. But anyways, so if you're trying to get those from the secondary market, just be aware that you can only get A and C together, not A and B for whatever. I don't know if it makes any difference to y'all or not, but just letting you know. And this one is being a little bit more aggravating to get out. Alright, here. Almost down to the last figures in the wave. Let's see what we've got. The bonus figure is the first one I picked up, so sorry about that. Not an easy way when you're doing this blindly. 8-13 is Bonsai. It's a cool looking figure here. Bonsai was one of the Ninja Force characters in the later waves. I never actually had that figure from the vintage line. They started doing weird things with the Ninja Force stuff, and I just kind of lost interest a little bit, but still cool. And our other figure is Bushido. Again, one of the cool Ninja Force figures from the later waves. I want to say this one was like in one of the international mail-away packs or something like that, but still a very cool looking figure. I really like the color scheme on this guy. So I guess they bundled the two of those together since they are both Ninja Force figures. So pretty nice though anyways. So cool Bushido and Bonsai. Very nice looking. And then our last figure. The end of an era, so to speak. This is the final figure that I am going to unbox directly from the G.I. Joe Club as a figure subscription service from directly to me. So, ooh, here we go. Here is that red laser file figure stand that I was talking about that has the cool little what do you call it, flagpole hole on it there. So they bundled it in with this one, so be aware of that when y'all are looking for things. It's a gray one also, so I thought they were going to send that out separately, but that's okay. I guess they just stuck it in here, so that's cool. So you collectors out there, if you're trying to get these, if you're trying to find them sealed, you have to get the 6B from 8 to get the red laser gray flagpole stand. Yeah. But that's what happens when you unbox these things. You find out all these cool stuff. And so in this one, the little tabby things are like folded way down there. So I think I'm going to have to pull this one out to try to figure out a good way of reaching in here. So you can kind of stick your finger up under this little thing here and pull it back up and kind of curl it like that. And then that pops off. So that's what we just did. The very final Wave 8 figure. Whoosh. Blizzard. This is also a very awesome figure, one I was really looking forward to. I had this guy from way back in the day here, 89-ish, I want to say, is when this guy came out. And it definitely makes sense why they packaged this one separately as well. He is on a much larger card than the rest of these guys. He's got the cool skis there in the back here, so he needs a larger card to accommodate those. Is essentially what it amounts to. So, yeah, this is a cool figure. 8-12 Blizzard. They've done a really good job with all of these so far as trying to kind of live up to the original feel of those figures, and this one is no different here. We've seen a lot of Arctic figures in the past, and we've seen kind of them use some of these parkas. This one actually looks like they may have done a resculpt on this, because I don't remember ever seeing a parka before with all these things going on. So that's cool anyways. Alright, so there is 12, 11, 13, 10, 9, and how are we going to do this? I guess we're going to have to flip these up. 7, 8, 6. This one is 5. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So, yeah, not a really good way of showing all of these at one time, is there? I didn't think this through, evidently. And something like this, I guess. That's the best we're going to do. Get them all mostly on screen at one time. We got a little bit of a glare coming up on that one. I can tilt that light away. Not going to work. Well, Bonsai is just going to have to get a little bit of glare. So anyways, here is the entirety of Wave 8 unboxed, unpackaged for y'all. Taken out of the mailers and ready for individual reviews. So, what do y'all think? Is this a really awesome Wave or not? Which is your favorite figure in this set so far? If I had to pick, and I guess I have to because it's my channel, right? This is a hard decision for me. Off the top of my head here, these two are awesome. This guy is awesome. And these two are awesome. So, Recoil, Captain Gridiron, Fast Draw, Blizzard, and Payload are the top choices for me. Narrowing it down from there, oh, that's even harder to do. I'm probably going to have to say, well, I can narrow it down to these three real easy. Blizzard, Payload, and Fast Draw. And From a package standpoint, I'm probably going to have to give the nod to probably Payload. I'm going to pick Payload there. The package itself just looks really awesome. He was one of the drivers that we never really got packaged art for in the original vintage line. He's got a cool ass spacesuit. So yeah, I'm going to say that one's my favorite carded figure. But yeah, I don't know. Drop your comments down below. Let me know what your favorite in this group is. Which one are you most excited to see unboxed? I'm going to do these in order, I guess. So we're going to start with figure 1, which was Clutch, and then just kind of work our way through all these. So now would be a good time to subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. There is a little notification, little button up there somewhere in the corner. You click on that, and it will notify you when all of these start trickling in as single reviews. And that's an easy way for you to kind of keep abreast of what's going on. Yeah, so if you would like to see something specific in the future besides these guys right here, which are already on the deck to be reviewed, drop that comment down below and let me know that as well, and I'll do my best to get it to y'all. And most importantly, thanks for watching. Stay awesome, and until next time, yo Joe!